I know you're probably sitting here like, what the fuck is you doing? And why the fuck you look like you finger fucked a Smurf? Well, all I'm gonna say is my impulses got the best of me. And I got bored. And now my hair blue. And so is my forehead. And my fingers. And a couple other parts that ain't supposed to be blue. The last time I did a Q&A was about 6 months ago. And a lot's happened in the past 6 months. So I figured maybe it's time to do another one. Plus, yeah, a lot of new people done walked into my channel since then. So, first question. When you gonna write a book? You dope as fuck, sis. I'm already writing it. I just don't know what to write. But I'm definitely writing an autobiography. I might do like piece by piece by piece. I might just do a full book, but if I do a full book, it's gonna be longer than a Harry Potter novel, I promise. So I'm just trying to figure out like how I wanna structure it, and whether or not I wanna do one book or a few of them, because I feel like I'm gonna need a few of them, but I'm trying not to. Next question. Only girls or you swing both ways? That's a real good question. I ask myself that question too sometimes. Like, no. Dead ass though, I like girls.
Girls, I do adore. Yo, put your number on this paper, cause I would love to date you. Holla at you when I come off talk. Yeah, I got the Spanish chica, she don't like me to roam.
And they like me too.
I like girls, they like me. They look so good and they say jeans.
But at the same motherfucking time, it's like, I like girls like me, but I really do like intellect. So there have been a couple times where I found myself attracted to a guy's mind, but I'm physically not attracted to men at all. No, I'm not gonna say physically, because I think men is cute. I don't like to have sex with men. I'm mentally open to it. I think maybe one day I might try again. I don't know. But I like bitches. Period. No. So sexuality, in my mind, sexuality is like a really weird thing. It is. But I have recently found out about something called a Kinsey scale, which like ranges from 0 to 6 between super homosexual and super heterosexual and then super asexual. And on the Kinsey scale, I'm a 5 out of 6, which means I am predominantly homosexual. But I might dabble once in a blue one on a real good occasion or a real drunk night. But nah, I'm almost gay as fuck. I tell people all the time I'm 93% lesbian. What's your type?
I got a thing for Milano, Biscotti, Italianos, and I never turn down some Oreos. If you got Puerto Pecan, Puerto Rican, or them oatmeal raisin Asians, hazelnut Brazilians, macadamia Caucasians, double stuff or thin mint, it don't matter, you get in it, cause I got a sweet tooth that'll never come loose, and the fact of the matter is,
if I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. What? No, real shit though. Like, I used to be like, oh, I only like foreign girls, but then I met a black girl that was cute as shit. I used to think I only like skinny chicks, but then I found out I was fucking a lot more thick chicks than I was skinny chicks. I used to think I liked them feminine, but then I realized I kind of got a thing for studs. But I like making studs scream, so there's that. Like, it's just something about reminding a dyke that she really a bitch. That's just like, Nah. So I feel like there's a trend in a lot of my answers. I am a very open-minded person. All right, next question. Why aren't you allowed to golf anymore? Cause I ain't shit and y'all know this. Y'all knew this, but I'm gonna remind y'all of this. So a couple nights ago, I needed some reps, and it was like 2:00 in the morning. So I go to the gas station. I go to the same gas station I always fucking go to. I get to the gas station, and I tell Punjabi that I need a 5-pack of backwoods, and he like, you look like you like 12, give me your ID. And I'm like, no, fuck you. You know how many times you sold me reps before I cut my hair? Give me my fucking reps. And then he's just like, no, you look 12. And I'm like, bitch, I been look 12, except now I just look like a 12-year-old boy, not a 12-year-old girl. So I got mad because when I looked 12 and I looked like a 12-year-old girl, he was still selling me drugs and shit. Now that I look like a 12-year-old boy, now I can't buy reps. That's pedophilic as shit. So I got mad and I threw my soda at the bulletproof window. And then, and I called him Shrek, but he really looked like Shrek. But I told him that too, and he got mad. And then I went back the next night because I needed reps again. And the sign was like back in 45 minutes. We went back 2 hours later. The sign was still the fuck the same. And then we went back, and then he was just like, oh, it's you again. You can't buy nothing. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, pussy ass nigga. And then he called the cops on me. And yeah, there's that. So that's why I can't go back there no more. Next question. And I ain't even gonna hold y'all. This is the question that had me like prolong this video because I really didn't know how to answer it. What keeps you motivated? There's a couple ways. Like, first off, I want to answer that question with a question. Like, what keeps me motivated to create, or what keeps me motivated to live? Because, like, those are two completely different types of motivation. And so, being as though there's two different types of motivations that I need and I use and I take and I make and all that bullshit, I'm going to answer the question in two different ways. So, what motivates me to create is this fucked up universe we live in. Seriously. Every day, y'all know, my life is wild. I can never do like just one thing. I can never just go from like point A to point B. And it's because of not only like stuff that happens like within inside of me, but just external factors in the world. Because, like, you know, the world always trying to say, fuck you, you ain't going to do this shit. But I'm always just like, no, fuck you, bitch, I'm going to conquer. But, yeah, so a lot of the, like, the darkness in the world motivates me to create. So, right now I'm working on a piece called, well, I haven't titled it yet, but it's inspired by the Bird Box. So, this piece will be blindfolded, and the deeper meaning behind the piece will more so be like, we're afraid to be ourselves, or we're afraid to like wholeheartedly be ourselves because of the judgment or because of like expectations that we feel like we have to meet for other people and everything. And no, that shit ain't true, because the only person that we gotta live to please every single day is ourselves. And the true beauty is literally like the world is fucked up no matter where you go. Every time you turn on the TV, somebody getting shot. Every time you look at the news, somebody's missing. Every time like there's another terrorist attack or our president's doing some dumb shit, and democracy's a bitch and it don't really exist. Yeah, so all of the fucked up stuff in the world, especially the stuff that people like are afraid to talk about, or we really just don't have the power to control, that's what motivates me to create. Because somewhere in all of this dark, you gotta find a light, and I feel like I make the most beautiful work out like from the darkest places. So that's what motivates me to create. Now, what motivates my ass to live every day? I don't know, because sometimes I just want to blow my motherfucking brains out. Like, real shit. I can probably think of like 50 ways to die by the end of 50 new ways to die by the end of this video, but I'm not. Why? Because part of me is like, you a boss ass bitch. You got too much shit to do before you die. Like, we gotta leave a legacy. We can leave a legacy if we commit suicide, but like, we got some shit to finish first. Like, we got some ends to tie up. We got some more stuff that we need to leave behind before we actually like exit this world. Another thing I know is that if I die right now, today, my problem's going to be over. Fuck yeah, but I'm leaving a whole lot of shit for other people to clean up behind me. People that I care about. Like, first off, a motherfucker gotta find me dead, first off. Then somebody gotta tell my mom. Then I got nieces and nephews that I give a fuck about. Like, no, my babies. But I ain't even gonna hold you. All them same motherfuckers that's the reason that I got to live be the same motherfucking reasons why I be wanting to die sometimes. But overall, I will say that, like, what honestly keeps me motivated to keep on going every single day is that throughout the bullshit, like, throughout all of the bullshit, I still can manage to find a light. And I do know that, like, there's more positive in my life than there is negative. And I do know that, like, whatever the fuck is wrong right now is not going to keep on being wrong, because I'm smart enough and I'm strong enough to figure out a way to fix it. So, yeah. I help me. Y'all help me. Y'all help me a lot, because there's a lot of times where I'm just like, yo, I ain't shit. And y'all just like, no, bitch, you are the shit. And I'm like, oh, for real? That actually meant something to me today. How long have I been dancing? Now, this is the question that I like to get, even though I hate to get it because I hate answering it. But I love to get this question because at the same time, that also means that my followers are forever expanding, and that means there's constantly new people walking into my channel. Because if you're asking me a question that I've answered before, that means you were not here the last time that I answered it. So I'm going to answer it again. I've been dancing all my young ratchet life. I promise you, I've been dancing since before I had rhythm. I was in a high chair like, let me clear my throat. With no rhythm like shit. My mom was like, I used to like throw the food, kick my feet, and clap my hands all on different counts. Period. I guess I always been choreographing on crack too. But you know, seriously, I've been dancing all my young ratchet life. I started training when I was about 9 years old. And now I'm 23. Oh shit, I've been dancing for 14 years. That's long. I've been dancing longer than some of y'all motherfuckers been born. Alright. Question, like, why you so bomb? That's not even a bomb. I mean, that's not even a question, girl. I don't know. I just be trying. Live my best dyke life out here, you know? Gotta keep on switching up on motherfuckers and shit. Yo, this haircut make my ears look big. No, it don't. It's just the angle. At least my finger's not that more smurfy. I really don't speak English. I just said at least my finger's not that more smurfy. Can somebody take me back to second grade English, please?